On Wednesday, a garment factory in Bangladesh collapsed, killing 256 people. Rescue workers declared after the first 30 hours that they would spend the next 2 days trying to find any remaining survivors of the garment factory. The garment factory produced clothes for Walmart. Now, rescuers are saying that they have managed to save at least 2,000 of the 3,000 people that were in the building. However, Bangladeshi media seems to think that were about 5,000 people possibly working in the building. As of this time, the numbers are not clear. Workers who survived the incident say that they told management of the cracks that existed within the building and that they were forced to go to work on Wednesday despite the fact that they did not want to because of the dangerous situation. Now, as we can see, this collapse occurred and a lot of people have been killed. Workers in the building are now demanding the arrest of the owner and others who were responsible for this incident. Thus far, the police and the government have refused to make any arrests on the people responsible for this incident. And if this was not enough, the workers came back on Thursday to hold a makeshift memorial for the people who died in the building collapse. The police were sent in to break up the funeral of people paying respects to their co-workers and friends who died. The police came in, broke up the funeral, and injured 25 people by beating them. It was considered unacceptable by the people who own the building and the government that these people should gather together and mourn their friends and co-workers who died. What this is a perfect symbol of first world privilege. We get cheap, affordable goods that raise our standard of living through this. This is what actually happens. This is how the capitalist system actually functions. This dramatic loss of life is ingrained within the system itself. This is the source of our first world privilege that those who defend capitalism and those who would make excuses for it absolutely deny. They pretend it doesn't happen, or they even go so far as to say that this is natural and this is just the way things are, and then continue to make further excuses for it. This is what the media doesn't want us to see. They don't want us to see the human cost of the benefits that we receive living in the first world. What I would like to see is that these 256 people who died for our privilege as a part of this system, which is something that continues to happen, this is ingrained within the system itself, receive the same media coverage as the 3 people who died in the Boston bombing. I would like to see this system cast a light on the murders this system is responsible for instead of hyper-focusing on these 3 individuals. The loss of these 3 individuals is relatively moot compared to the 256 people who died. But the media is not going to show that. We are not going to get this bombarded in our faces 24 hours a day on the cable news networks, because this type of suffering is supposed to happen. In this system, this is how it operates, and this is what they do not want us to see. Instead, we are bombarded with the images of the 3 people who died in Boston.